Hypocrisy, thy name is Democrat. Yeah, no shit, obviously. Eric Swalwell is just one of the latest hypocrites who keep calling for vaccine mandates, vaccine passports, mask mandates in his own locality. But meanwhile, when he needs to kick back and he needs to relax, well, he heads out to Florida where there's no such mandates that he would be lobbying for, and he doesn't even bother living up to what he's proposing as the best course of action. Oh, everybody needs to be wearing masks, except for me. Oh, but we're 6 feet across. Oh, okay, cool, but you're also indoors. What's your excuse now, my dude? Democratic Congressman Eric Swalwell, when he's not appearing in front of a Chinese honeypot, he is on Florida soil having a nice conversation with a female with his wife nowhere in sight. Wouldn't you think this guy would probably learn after a while? Appears to be following in the footsteps of fellow liberal Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez by taking a trip to the mask and mandate-free Florida just days after lashing out at Republicans for prolonging the coronavirus pandemic. No shit. So you're just going to go to one of their hotbeds? Awesome. Hypocrite. But that's not even the worst thing he's done lately. A California Democrat has accused conservatives of being responsible for the latest COVID wave and blamed them for the canceled vacations. Huh. So what do you call this right there? A business, probably. And having to go back to wearing masks everywhere in a furious tweet last week. But it seems Swalwell himself, however, was able to go ahead with his holiday plans and ditch the mask just days later when he was spotted hanging out at the posh Lowe's Miami Beach Hotel. Oh, so he's right there in Miami. 41-year-old who represents part of the San Francisco Bay Area has been seen in exclusive videos Tuesday chatting with a female friend at a hotel lobby while looking after his infant son. Poor kid. Swalwell appears dressed for the warm Miami weather, sporting a blush-colored polo, shorts, and boat shoes. Interesting. But to be fair, his compatriot there, whoever he's talking to, she does have a mask, except she has it on her forehead. It's a little bit weird. And that's the moment he realized he fucked up. Despite being out of his usual office attire, it wasn't long before the congressman was recognized and approached by a bystander who quickly commented on his unlikely visit to the Sunshine State. When a guest saw Swalwell sitting there with his child and another person, they sarcastically said, "Nice to see you in Miami," the one eyewitness told the Daily Mail. He said, "Thank you." God, fuck. The rest of that wasn't heard under his breath. Wow, the House Judiciary Committee with some very, very spicy takes that I can't say on YouTube, but you guys can see. It's right there in the tweet. And then Stupid's response to that: "As we end 2021 mired in a deadly pandemic, you were the ones who prolonged it. These guys, Republican liars." Projection much? Your vacation canceled. Not yours, though. You're totally fine, Eric. Your kids back to virtual learning, only in places like Chicago and Los Angeles and New York, which are teeming with Republicans, right? And back to masks everywhere, not in places like Miami. You should know, you're there firsthand. For blame, look no farther than these guys. Actually, you should probably be saying that into a mirror, but I guess it's probably tough to make eye contact when you're constantly on all fours. When the hotel guest went back to ask about his lack of face covering and if he was vaccinated, Swalwell was left speechless, according to the source. I didn't think anybody would recognize me. Well, stop making a stink literally everywhere, you fucking tard. But yeah, no, he isn't the only Democrat who is down in Florida in recent days, just flouting different mask mandates. On one hand, saying that, oh, we need them everywhere, and it's the Republicans who are the fault, but then going to these Republican states and Republican places and living up the normal life where everybody should be at this point. Previously mentioned AOC was photographed having lunch with her boyfriend, Riley Roberts. Remember Miss Intersectionality and all that stuff? She fucking a ginger. It's very funny. Former Trump advisor Steve Cortez shared a photo, and he did show it, okay, to be fair, of the sighting on Twitter Friday, questioning why the New York congresswoman had been frolicking in free Florida while advocating for mask and vaccine mandates in her home state. Number one, whoosh, if leftists like AOC actually thought mandates and masking worked, they wouldn't be frolicking in free Florida. Number two, whoosh, her guy is showing a gross pale male feet in public and not at pool or beach with hideous sandals. Lacking joke, but that's not the point of this, okay? 0 for 2. Fair boomer joke, okay? But obviously, it's number one that really matters, as always. But yeah, leave it up for idiot to just take the bait on the second half of this. If Republicans are mad that they can't date me, nobody wants to date you. They've heard you talk, okay? They don't like to hear you talk. And if this was AOC from like Boston College days with the nice rack, then yeah, maybe they'd think about smashing, but not with those teeth. But anyways, they're mad that they can't date me. I just say that instead of projecting their sexual frustrations onto my boyfriend's feet. Oh, you revealed a little bit too much there by projecting your own insecurity about your boyfriend's feet. Sorry. You must ask for a whole bunch of foot pics, and you just must be really fed up about that, you creepy weirdos. You know, that's not bad for like a college girl slam, but apparently you're a sitting member of Congress who, with one hand, advocates for mandates, but then again, lives the high life. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't be a fucking hypocrite, you idiot. Well, let's go back to Swalwell for a second, okay? Because, yeah, that was just the latest instance of him putting his foot in his mouth. Carry on from the previous story, but apparently he was at the center of a death threat recently that was very, very verifiable, very real, and he was very stunning and brave for coming forward with it. And this was just before the new year, and since he's back in the news, I figure we might as well bring this to the audience. Eric Swalwell posts DMs from a real man who definitely did this, radicalized by Tucker Carlson, who threatened to shoot him. Oh my God, let's read through this. So he posted this on Twitter. A man DM'd, "I should be shot." From or for my family's safety, I asked Twitter for help IDing him. Well, to be fair, you did it yourself, and he was a little bit too generous with information. When Twitter fell short, thanks for trying. I asked for the guy's name, stringing him a little bit, and why he threatened me. Meet Jeremy Marshall, who told me he was radicalized by Tucker Carlson. Oh my God, what is this guy, 45 years old with a couple of kids and a horseshoe haircut and a beer gut? Okay, good, you guys can see this. Okay, apparently from the Out for Bling account. All right. And notice how quickly these happen, like back and forth. Trader, hopefully you get hung one day. All right. So when does the shooting come in? That's what I want to know. Trader, you should be shot. Oh, okay, cool. To be fair, he didn't threaten that he would be the one pulling the trigger. And then right after that, "Hi, I'm Eric. What's your name?" Out for Bling. Can't you read? And this is actually the congressman or his assistant? Very punctual and very, very grammatically coherent. Interesting. This is the congressman. "Hi, what's your name?" Jeremy, by the way. "Oh, cool. I'm from California. What about you?" "Canada." Very forthright with information. Must be that Canadian honesty. "I love Canada." "Which part?" "Van." "Oh, okay, cool." So again, this guy just outright and open and honest all of a sudden is like, "I think you should be hung. I think you should be shot. You're a traitor." "Hi, what's your name?" "Jeremy." "Where are you from?" "I'm from Vancouver, Canada. Would you like to also know my blood type?" You're a lot more personable than you come across. Literally, they've had what, like 3 fucking messages between them? Get the fuck out of here. This is not real. This is not real life. Van is the best. You're lucky to live there. Well, I want to be responsive. Oh, of course, Eric. You're a good guy. Nobody would ever think about shooting you. Okay, fair enough. So, I'm pretty choked at all these accusations, like a lot of people, with regards to this Asian spy. Why don't you address it? And then shares a Washington Post article. San Francisco Chronicle, same deal. Okay, somebody who, spoiler, yeah, I was radicalized by Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson. They wouldn't be habitually reading the San Francisco Chronicle. Okay, they would be sharing like a New York Post article, because they were the ones who really broke the story of Fang of him sleeping with Chinese spies. So I'm just saying that this might have been a little bit of a work. I don't know for sure though. Let's see though. It continues. So totally by accident, you feel you were targeted. I did nothing wrong, as FBI said. Nothing else to say. And yes, I was targeted. Oh my God. I feel so bad for you, Eric. Oh my God. Next time I'm in Vancouver, we should grab coffee and discuss. Or when you're in America. Okay, fair enough. I didn't see that article. I'm obviously right-leaning, even up here in Canada. No, you aren't. If you were targeted, then I would be in the wrong. From articles I read, there was evidence you did know or should have known. Yeah, I didn't. Well, I'll look you up. Nice to meet you. Really seems like he's very scared for his life. Totally uncalled for and inappropriate. And you seen, oh my god, see, just a little strategically placed typo. It's very, very authentic that you have there. Like a really nice guy so far from talking to you, so I owe you an apology. Wow, all of this happened so very close together. Wow, you just went from, I don't know, wanting this guy strung up for being a traitor to all of a sudden planning a little dinner date. It was write it, click it, send it, and gone, but now talking to you, I feel like such an idiot. What type of contracting work do you do? Renovations or new builds? I really hate how nice you are. You really make it hard not to like you. Oh my god. Oh, that's great. Like carpentry or HVAC, that's hard work. Not as hard as being a congressman in California fucking all of those Chinese interns. That was totally a setup though. More project coordination. I don't care. Being on the tools nowadays would be young men's work now. Take a look at the picture. Okay, you might not be able to see it, but again, there will be a link to all of this shit anyways, but you can see the guy who's in the picture there. He might be in his 40s, he might be in his early 40s, but whatever. Oh, for sure. But we're locked down pretty hard these days, so a little slow. It might just be pretty surreal for us to be caught up in a spy thriller style situation. I don't know what you screwed up, whatever. Even as a politician, must be hard to fathom being targeted by a foreign government. Again, this guy was just plotting his downfall, apparently, but now all of a sudden he's trying to see things from his perspective, all in a matter of a couple of messages. So apparently this is Eric Swalwell. Okay, I haven't been really differentiating between the two people because Eric wrote both of these, let's be fucking honest. I'll tell my relatives in Vancouver, okay, what? The Fangs? To look up your business as they look to renovate their home. They're looking. Oh, okay, cool. They live in Kitsilano? Whatever. No, man, I'm an idiot. I said some inappropriate things, which you to you, which I'm sorry for, cause you seem very nice. The more you talk to me, the more you come across as a really stand-up guy. He hasn't said anything. Thanks for being cool. I actually wish our politicians were more like you. Oh, they are. They very much are. They are definitely in bed with China. Gonna have to read more articles, not from the right regarding you, I guess. Eric Swalwell very rarely comes up in any publications that aren't like the Washington Post when they're trying to be sympathetic and run cover for him. I'm just saying it's really hard to find anything on him. No problem. I'll send the relatives your way. Is it just called Jeremy Marshall Contracting? Obviously, he's leaving out some messages here, or he's just really bad at script writing, and these are massive plot holes. Yeah, or on here, I'm so embarrassed. I'd never be able to look your family in the face. I'd offer you a peace joint since we're both from the West Coast, but for now, my sorry is all I can offer. Oh, just like a good Canadian saying sorry. My wife says I'm an idiot. You're a busy gay guy. Again, I'm sorry you don't deserve people berating you for things they read in the media. You talking to me changed everything 'cause you're too nice. He hasn't said anything really, other than, yeah, my family members in Vancouver are looking to renovate their house. Oh, you're so nice and generous. What news sites that follow that made you so angry with me? Or what politicians did you listen to? Just trying to get any dirt on anybody. Honestly, one was Joe Rogan, probably the most influential. Noted conservative Joe Rogan. Okay. You should be on his podcast. It would be a great debate and for his listeners to hear your side. No, it wouldn't. Eric Swalwell's an idiot. Hold on, I'll have to check the other articles I read. Tucker Carlson slammed you too much and lost me when he started saying that you had multiple STDs. That's funny. So at least he went so overboard, he can't be believed anymore. Touché. Guess you got your revenge. A ton of not so nice messages right back at me. I'm deserving, I'll agree. Karma sucks. You don't deserve hate or violence any more than my family does. That's wrong. I'm not mad, just letting you know the Twitter army is coming to your defense quite well. Like I mentioned, karma sucks and I'm deserving of it. Again, sorry, I was wrong. Yes, Eric, you're so great and you're just a very, very convincing writer for this one-way conversation on your just about dead iPhone. I read this and I seen this come up and I thought I'd share this with you guys because it's just, I need to share the cancer out there with everybody. Eric Swalwell, professional hypocrite. I don't know what he's better at, concocting his own sympathy traps or being a horrible judge of foreign character. I don't know. With that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.